when we want to move the mind out of the way, sometimes we have to take part in activities that drop us back into the body, that drops us into bliss. So do not. Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. I have a couple videos that are coming out that you're going to want to see. They might have already aired. I did one as a collective reading via the All Game. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I became an All Game guide, awareness, love, and light. And it's a spiritual board game based on synchronicity and signs. And it's like Jumanji, right? You play in a group setting, or you can play one-on-one with me. You're the only one playing. I'm just your guide. And there's only 30 guides in the entire world. And I got certified to become one of them. But I used it in a cool way where I played the game for the collective and what we all needed to hear. So that video will be airing or has already aired. I will link it here. And then there was another video that I created about signs that your manifestation is coming. Again, I'll link that here. So lots of good content flowing. I've been really creative lately, feeling the flow, feeling good. So let's open up sacred space. I don't have my Palo with me right now, but let's call on our guides. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me, bless my cards, bless my beautiful viewers. Allow us to receive what we need to hear. Okay, so let's see what this week holds. I have only 5 decks, and you'll see what they are. I got specific guidance from my guides to only grab these 5 decks. And this is a deck that I created. Again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My daughter passed away in 2012, and I created a deck of cards in memory of her. So we have Tell Them How You Feel Now, Sit Tight, Things Are Being Moved. So it's already looking like there's somebody in your reality who you need to share your feelings with. Rainbows are a sign that might remind you of this person. Your happy ending is coming soon. Your soul tribe is coming. So maybe you're going to meet this person, and maybe you're going to reconnect with them, and then they're going to introduce you to a whole new crew of people. And it's going to feel like you're in a new family, a family that you've always wanted. Wow, this might even be tied to a dream job. So where are you? Maybe I just heard somebody might be looking for more depth or more connection or more growth within their partnership or their career. And Spirit is saying, sit tight. Sit tight, babe. We're bringing it to you. You're going to be shown the way. And it could come through a friend, a family member, somebody who might be coming in, sharing some insights. You might see rainbows before they arrive. And all of a sudden, you're going to be queued up to a whole new tribe of people doing work that you love. The universe adores you. To me, that's the card where my guides are saying, like, you're being showered with angels, angel numbers, signs, synchronicities. You're not going to be hung out to dry, okay? It will come at the end of the month, within 2 weeks. Okay. I love these timeline cards. Anytime I get these for myself, you guys, put it on your calendar. Like my reading clients know I always go to my phone. I'm like, all right, what's 2 weeks from now? Pick the date. And then we write it out on our calendar, because my guides do not lie. They would not give you within 2 weeks if something was not going to come in 2 weeks. And a lot of people aren't aware. They don't pay attention to what's actually happening in their reality. That's one of the most common things I see with my mentorship clients and my coaching clients in my coaching program. I do a group coaching program called Soul Accelerator. And a lot of times they're so in their life, like going through their routines and doing everything, that they don't see the bigger picture. And then I come in and shine a magnifying glass on everything that's happening for them. And then they get to actually see it. And they're like, oh my gosh, I am doing a good job. I am manifesting. And I just didn't see it before. It's because the ego is in the way. Freeing the mind. We have to let go of the ego's desires. We have to let go of the ego's need to know when. Say yes. Wow. Look at these two that we got together. An invitation is coming soon. You got to say yes. Say yes. We've gotten that for the past, I think, 3 weeks. I think the invitation card came out in the past 2 weeks. I feel guided to switch it up. Let's go to Kyle Gray's deck. An angel guide. So we're going to see here what messages we need. This is what the cards look like. It's super beautiful. All right, Kyle, bring us the message we need. First one, power and intention. I'm going to read it to you. I love these. These look like ancestral cards. All right, here we are. Power and intention. When you align your intentions with the highest good and act with love and consideration, your power is intensified. When you draw this card, your angels are drawing close to remind you of this. You have the capacity to be a leader and a guide at this time, and you are being encouraged to align with love and the highest good so that you can act from the heart. Often, when power arises within, we can find our ego gets louder, and this is because it wants us to be limited, to question, or even stifle our growth. Don't let it hold you back. Call in your angels and invite them to help you listen closely to the voice of your soul so that you can move forward powerfully and effectively in a loving way. So this card represents moving the ego out of the way, which I'm not surprised because we just got Free Your Mind. And when I created this card, it was essentially saying get the ego out, get out of our own way. The ego is always going to be there. We just have to kind of thank it and be like, okay, buddy, you don't have to keep driving the car. You can hop in the back seat. We're going to let the soul take over, and we're going to move powerfully with intention to where we want to go. Beautiful message. Should we do one more? Let's do one. Actually, no, they just said Gateway Oracle. Okay. I don't know why I assume that I'm going to know, I have control. I'm getting my ego out of the way right now. They always tell me what to do. Okay. One flipped. Wow. Savoring pleasure. I fully embrace bliss in my life. And you guys know, or maybe you don't know, but I love bubble baths. I love taking baths. Baths are like my connection to me. Water holds certain codes. We get our best downloads in the bathtub. I have a beautiful LED Bluetooth speaker light. So I play mantra music, and I have the lights changing from purples to rainbows to reds, and my ceiling lit up like the universe, like the galaxy and the stars. And it has wine here. It has music. It has a rose, has perfume, soap, a mirror, a candle. So look at all that. You're being shown that when we want to move the mind out of the way, sometimes we have to take part in activities that drop us back into the body, that drops us into bliss. So do not forget to go do things that make you feel like you can soak in the pleasure in your life. Dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. Yep. And this is all about releasing the ego again. Because when we're in truth, there's no room for ego. The ego has no job anymore because we know the truth. The truth is we don't need to know. We're just in the present moment, allowing and seeing what life is bringing us and just going with the flow. We're not controlling. We're not forcing. We are just dwelling in the truth. We're like, okay, we're here right now. I don't know when this next job's going to come. I'm just going to wake up, do my dishes, clean my house, take a bubble bath, free my mind, not need to know right now. And that's when everything starts to come in. And I often teach, if you can see the clouds behind her, I often teach my clients who are struggling with meditation and, moving the ego out, is see the thoughts the ego has as clouds just passing by. I always say they're going in one ear and out the other. It's selective hearing, right? You can do that with certain family members. You can choose to ignore them. Same thing with your ego. You do not have to listen to the voice that's telling you that you're not enough. You don't have enough. You need to change the way you look to be loved. You need to make more money. This person won't love me if I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Just to give you guys an example, recently in the past, I'd probably say like 6 months, I've been consistently observing myself moving through a lesson of I need to change the way I look for somebody to love me. And I've gone through stages of this in the past and I thought I healed it, but clearly I didn't, because I was still thinking thoughts like when I would go places or if I knew I was going to be hanging out with somebody really cute and sexy, and I'm like, I have to like change or like just be different. And then I'm like, no, Michelle, don't change who you are, be who you are. And if he doesn't like you, move on. Right. And one of my themes in my life was I would always have boyfriends making comments saying like, oh, I wish I could see you, 20 pounds heavier. Like if they wanted me to have a thicker body. Or we'd come back together after dating or after breaking up. And I would, I was in pain and I was in suffering. So I lost weight and they'd be like, where did your butt go? So it was me projecting this reality, right? It's everything's a simulation. It's my projection out. It's not these men that are the problem. It was me. I was putting that expectation on myself, like, oh, he's not going to love me if I don't look a certain way, or if I don't look this good in yoga pants, or if I don't do my hair, or whatever it is. Like these were all thoughts that I was projecting out unknowingly. So then the universe is just my mirror. So I was getting mirrored back all of these men saying these things, and I was hating the men, being like, oh, I created all of that. I wasn't loving myself. And in the past 6 months, I had to move through this fear of, what if I don't do all my, what if I lose weight? What if I stop working out? And what if I get loose? And what if I don't do my hair? And, all of those things are what make me happy though. My inner child feels good doing my hair like this. I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for me. Like if I wasn't filming today, I'd still have my hair like this, and I live alone. So I wouldn't see anybody all day long. And maybe it's a client on a call or something, but I have now learned to dress myself and to do things because I like it. It makes me feel good when I walk by the mirror. It makes me feel fun and feel vibrant, as opposed to me just not putting any effort into myself. But at some point, and this message is for somebody out there, we have to get to a space where we're being this way right now, and somebody comes into our reality and we stay the same. We don't let that little thought come in and say, oh, I probably shouldn't wear my hair in piggies if I'm dating a guy because maybe he wants me to be more serious. Or if I'm going to be a mom to his kids, maybe I can't wear this anymore. No, you wear whatever the hell you want to wear. And that voice is what we're battling. That's the ego. It's telling you you're not worthy of being loved as you are. And that's because we have conditioning from childhood, because we did do these things and somebody told us we were too much. Somebody told us to quiet down, or why are you wearing that? I have one client in my group coaching program. She was overweight as a child, and every time she picked up food, somebody was commenting on how she was eating. Somebody was saying, are you going to eat that? Or how many handfuls have you had, or whatever. She was constantly being criticized. So in our coaching group, we are unlearning that with her. We're helping her deconstruct that part of her mind that is now hindering her as an adult and not allowing her to feel joy in a lean body. She still thinks that if she gets too lean, then somebody's going to comment on that. If she gains weight, then somebody's going to comment on that. So her reality is, no matter where she is, people are dissatisfied with her. So she's realizing that that's just a construct of her mind, and we're deconstructing it. Okay. So very powerful message there. Find your truth and stay there. Find what you love and stay there. And if you realize, oh man, I have been doing certain things because I think other people will like me more, that's okay. This is part of the journey. As you guys know, when my throat chakra starts to burp a lot, it's moving energy. This is your truth. Be who you are. You do not have to stay trapped in that hellish energy. I can relate for the last 6 months, me thinking that I will always have to dress a certain way or be a certain way or be a certain size for somebody to love me. Yes. Next card, renewing your life. This is clearing out the clutter. Radiant vitality is filling my life. So good. So we're cleaning out the clutter. I just did a video of that video about the signs that I was talking about, the manifestation signs. We talked about this in that video. Clearing out physical items in your home that maybe hold a density that you're not even aware of. Okay. Now let's do spell casting. Little witchery here in a good way. Spell casting deck. It's literally called spell casting. I'm not into casting spells, but I like this deck. And I just heard to shuffle in a different way. And I just saw blessings at the bottom. And I think there's one flipped. Maybe that's why they had me do this. So we're going to take this one. Oh, it's a different card. Oh, the initiation. This came out in one of our other readings. The rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You're leaving the constructs of your mind and you're moving into a new reality. You're leaving the darkness. Look, the lightning bolt has a heart. It's an initiation, an ego death. You're moving beyond where you think you ever could have gone. You're moving past that. You're renewing your life. Brand new beginning, brand new people, brand new start, brand new job, and transformation. Thank you, Spirit. The anniversary of my mom's passing was on the 26th. And my mom's birthday is the 25th. So she was so close to passing on my mom's birthday. But she passed the day after, very early in the morning, and we were remembering her this past weekend. But she loved butterflies. That's why I'm saying that. Sorry, not sure if I mentioned that. But transformation is what we're here to do. We literally came into these bodies as souls in physical form to grow and evolve, which means we have to attract situations that feel like darkness, that feel like a challenge, that feels like a mountain you have to climb. And the mission is to keep climbing the mountain, but also be in your bliss. Like, have fun along the way. Create a reality where you get to do what you love, but also be challenged in the process. Life isn't meant to be easy. If you want it to be easy, you're going to experience probably even more lessons because you're resisting it, right? If you're saying, I don't need any more lessons, I just want my life to be easy, you're going to create way more chaos. The more you surrender into, okay, I'm here, how do I move with the challenges and also feel bliss along the way? And I believe that's part of what we talked about with loving yourself. Like, part of the bliss along the way is getting up and dressing yourself and feeling good and eating yummy food and making your environment so beautiful. You know, I had 3 men come in here yesterday to check our dryer vent cleanings. Our dryer vents were getting cleaned, and then we had the sprinklers were being checked and something else. And the 3 guys came in and they were just like, oh my gosh, I could stay in here all day. They're like, we love the energy of your home. They're like, it's so zen. They're like, they were like, how did you do this? And I was just like, I don't know. It just kind of happened over the years. Like, it's just me putting good intentions out there. I was like, every item in here was a gift from somebody. So it's filled with love. Maybe you're feeling that. I was like, I am a healer, so I do have that energy. And they were just like, oh my gosh. They're like, we don't want to leave. And I was like, well, at least you're getting a good cleanse. Yeah, see, love. They were feeling the love that we can all generate. So you guys all have this mission of finding your truth and dwelling in it, savoring your pleasure, transforming into the person who can emanate that kind of energy. Like, imagine if people were around you and every time they came around you, they felt that love. They could feel your pureness. They could feel you, that you've been through so much and you came out the other side. That's what a butterfly represents, right? And when other people sense that, it's inspiring. It makes them believe that, okay, well, if she can create that, then I can create that. And it also opens them up to a different way of living. They were like, yeah, why don't I do this? Or why don't I light that up? Or why don't I get Palo Santo? I was teaching them about Palo Santo because most men are very masculine. They want to smell masculine scents. And sometimes they want to smell feminine scents too, because, it feels good to be, when you come home to a feminine energy. But 2 of the guys walked in, they're like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. I was like, I know. But I love being able to give them that gift, even if it was 10 minutes out of their day where they just felt lit up and they felt love and they felt safe and they felt like a reprieve from the day. Like, maybe that's what we're all here to do for one another, is to be support, to be loving, and to do it for ourselves first, right? Okay, final message for this reading is Abraham Hicks's deck. I forget her name, if she named this deck, but it's all Abraham Hicks, all channeled. The subject of money is really two subjects. So here's what it looks like. The subject of money is really two subjects. So you can see it's like two people standing on an eye. The subject of money is really two subjects. One, money, plenty of money. Two, absence of money and nearly enough money. Often people assume that because they are speaking the words, I want more money, they are speaking positively about money. When you are feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, you are not speaking of the subject of money. You are speaking of the subject of not having enough. And the difference is very important because the first subject brings money and the second holds it away. So we want to speak of money and plenty of money. That is our final message today. We are transforming. The job is on the way. We are moving with power and intention, moving the ego out, and an invitation is coming soon. We're going to say yes. It will come at the end of the month or within 2 weeks. We're going to radiate love. We're going to clean the clutter. We're going to stay in our truth. We're going to tell the person how we've been feeling. And we're going to sit tight because we're going to trust that it's all going to happen around us and for us. And when it comes, we're going to take action. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. If you want to work with me, everything is below. I do one-to-one readings. I do one-to-one breakthrough calls. I do group coaching. I do all games. I do a mentorship, which is probably my most popular. I mentor women for 8 weeks. We do one Zoom per week for 8 weeks. We do intuitive card readings in the mentorship. We'll play the all game in the mentorship. It's kind of, the mentorship is everything all together, and it's one-on-one for a longer extended period of time. So everything is below, but I'm sending you so much love. Have a fabulous week and be good to yourself, right? Start to turn off the voice that says you need to be this way to be loved. Start moving through life going, I already am loved. I love myself. I love what I wear. I love what I eat. I love what I do. I'm not changing anything anymore, because that little piece of us is the child from our childhood where we had to change to survive. Somebody was telling us we had to. Okay. And this is us taking our power back, and we're doing it for us. We're no longer resisting the past because we thank it and we're grateful for the lesson. But now we're going to set that inner child in us free and do our hair the way we want, eat what we want, decorate our home the way we want, listen to whatever music we want. And we're not going to change. Okay. You're not going to change what you're doing because you think this new person in your life would like you better if you did it. Okay, just stay really in your own frame and be you. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for supporting me, my daughter, and our channel. And we hope you have a great week. All right, peace out.